Like damn, she wanna afford to touch me. I say I want it, and she got it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's dive into Smackdown from September the 6th, 2024. A very boring, uninspired, and uneventful Smackdown. The show was not good. Nothing happened on this show. It was also set up for the premiere of Smackdown next week on USA. I'm pretty sure Fox executives are throwing parties out the wazoo now that Fox has finally washed their hands and rid themselves of WWE. Fox wasted $1 billion dealing with WWE. $1 billion. And I know they're glad that it's finally over. It's finally over. But 5 years of WWE being on SmackDown wasn't really worth it, if we're being honest. It just wasn't. Fox thought that WWE was going to hold up their end of the bargain. And the main reason why Fox rid themselves of WWE was because they were dipping in the ratings. When they did their debut episode 5 years ago, I believe it was like, was it 3.5 to close to 4 million, I think? I want to say it was like 3 to 3.5. And then from there, after that debut episode on Fox, it just went down. It went from like 3 million to 2 million. And it's just been at that 2 million mark for the past 5 years. And now that SmackDown's going to go back on the USA Network, they're going to decrease even more because USA is on is cable television. Then they'll dip down to, I want to say, between 1.5 to maybe 1.8 every week. So I assume the premiere should do at least 2 million, maybe like between 2 and like a 2.1 million. So they should be able to at least get that number next week. But I think after the premiere going forward, SmackDown easily from a weekly basis will probably get anywhere between 1.5 million to 1.8 million every week. That's probably what they'll get. Roundabout. But let's just get into this show. Not really much to talk about. So Cody Rhodes comes out. He gets on the mic. He does his usual shtick that he's been doing for months. You know, what do you want to talk about? Blah, blah, blah. So Solo comes out. The fans chant, "We want Roman." Solo asks if he's done running his mouth, that being Cody Rhodes. Solo asked Cody if he's ready to defend his WWE title against the real challenger like himself, because everyone knows that he could have been champion. Solo says that he had Cody beat if it wasn't for Roman Reigns. Solo says he deserves a rematch. Cody says the season premiere of SmackDown, there should be an undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody says he's trying to become the tribal chief, but the tribal chief is keeping him down, and he does deserve a undisputed WWE Championship match. But he wasn't talking to Solo. He's looking directly at Jacob Fatu, and he says he's not. He said he's talking to Jacob, and it's time for him to step up. So Jacob gets into the ring. He gets on the ring apron. He stares at Cody, Solo looks at Jacob Fatu. Jacob tells Solo that he loves him and that he's his tribal chief. And then Jacob steps down. The fans boo. Cody Rhodes says it was worth a shot. He's crazy to want to wrestle any of them, but Solo believes it. Every second, every minute, every hour, Solo gets better. And he's wearing the Ulufala, which means the bloodline revolves around him. But as for Cody, he has the WWE Championship, and WWE revolves around that. Perhaps one day he'll be looking up at the lights, courtesy of Solo's thumb, but it won't be next week. So Solo knows that Cody was trying to get Jacob Fatu to turn on him. Solo tells Cody that if he wants him next week, he's on, but they won't have to wait till next week. So, a brawl's about to break out. The Bloodline, they get into the ring, all 4 members. But the Street Profits and DIY, they come out to make the save. Nick Aldis, he comes out, he says, if any of you guys come to blows, you're going to be suspended, and they all step down. Nick Aldis then makes the match between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa a steel cage match next week to keep everybody out. Who gives a damn? We all know that the Bloodline's going to get involved anyway. Who cares? This is just a ratings ploy. Moving right along. Well, no. I just don't care about this new incarnation of the Bloodline. I just don't, because it's like one mob boss and his underlings, and that's what they're like. Like, there's nothing to their characters. There's no in-depth as to why, they're in the Bloodline. There's, it wasn't like the original Bloodline where you had a lot of story and emphasis on characters and these characters that had side quests and everything else, and it wasn't like that. This new Bloodline just exists just to be there. And I don't like that. And I mentioned before, and I'll say it again, Solo Sikoa is not ready to be a main eventer. He's not there yet. He's just not there. He can get there in time, but as of right now, currently, he is not there, and he's not ready for the spotlight. He's not ready. It's just not in him right now. It's just not. Maybe we get Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu down the line. It probably won't happen, though, anytime soon. It might happen at the Royal Rumble next year, maybe. But even Cody Rhodes' title run has become pretty stale because Triple H's sorry ass has not, booked Cody to face any credible opponents outside of Logan Paul and AJ Styles. And there's really no real badass heels for him to vanquish, which is why he's having a lackluster title run, which is why fans aren't interested in what Cody's doing at the moment. And it's not good. He's the face of WWE, and he doesn't seem like it, But it is what it is. Moving on. So Pretty Deadly, they're backstage with Tiffany Stratton, which is cool. And they start talking about Pretty Deadly, the musical. So Nia Jax comes in and tells my bad. Nia Jax comes in, who says the entire locker room is talking about how Tiffany was going to cash in on her last week. Tiffany tells her that that's a crazy rumor, and she blames Chelsea Green for that. Nia Jax says she knows Tiffany would never lie to her. Tiffany asks Nia if she'll be in her corner tonight. Nia says she might be in her corner, helping her the same way Tiffany helped her last week. Interesting. So let's lead this until the first match of the night. Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley. Bayley gets the win. I believe Nia Jax tries to get involved, but Mi Chen came out and took out Nia Jax, apparently. And this allowed for Bayley to hit the Rose Plant on Tiffany Stratton for the 1-2-3. This is fine, but I feel bad for Bayley. She has no sense of direction. It's not good. She's going nowhere really fast, which makes no damn sense. I like Bayley, but Triple H has no plans for most of these people on the roster. He has no plans for these guys and girls. He's just booking these long, drawn-out stories that take forever to get to any conclusion of any sort of the matter. And I'm just not interested in it. And I'm a fan of Bayley. I've liked Bayley for years. And she deserves better. But it's just not in the cards right now, I guess. Moving on. So, we cut backstage. So, Kevin Owens, he's reading about Wayne Gretzky. So, in come A-Town Down Under. Austin Theory tells Kevin Owens that Kevin Owens was right, and he didn't deserve that match against Cody. Kevin Owens calls them idiots and morons. He says that he and Cody are fine, just like both of them are fine. They're great friends, partners, and they're a team. A better team than Edmonton. A better team than the Edmonton Oilers, maybe. Kevin Owens says he has no problems getting in the ring with Cody. Surely they would not have a problem getting in the ring together. Pause. Kevin Owens says, like the great Wayne Gretzky said, it's a great night for a triple threat match. So KO walks away. Grayson Waller tells Austin Theory they can make it a handicap match. Austin Theory tells him he didn't think Wayne Gretzky ever said that. So it is what it is. Moving on. So, Legado del Fantasma, we get another vignette, another video of them that airs. So, Santos Escobar gives a speech about how victory is a part of who they are and success is something they make. It is there for them to take. He says how they're a family and they give a toast to that. Again, Legado del Fantasma is another faction that is going nowhere real fast. What are they there for? What are they doing? Nothing. This makes no sense. I mean, it's cool that they're wearing nice suits and clothes and stuff and, wanting to do things, but they're not really doing anything. I don't know, man. Triple H has to do better. Moving on. So, Apollo Crews defeats Giovanni Vinci in 3 seconds, literally. He just was about to take off his jacket, that being Giovanni Vinci. He's wearing a Gucci sweatsuit, which is funny. So, he's about to remove his jacket, and Apollo Crews hits a crucifix cover, and that was it. I'm just like, what the hell? What is this? You mean to tell me we couldn't get at least a 3 to 5 minute match and then that happens? Ugh, Triple H, man. Come on, bro. You gotta do better than this, man. Damn. Stop being a lazy motherfucker and book stories that make sense. This makes no sense. This shouldn't have happened. I mean, what are they trying to do? Make Giovanni Vinci into a goof? The guy's a star. He just needs like a valet around him. That's it. But the guy's a star. Do better, Triple H. Do better. Moving on. So, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, they are with Nick Aldis backstage. So there's a knock on the door. Chelsea Green says that they're busy. So in comes Mi Chen, a.k.a. Mia Yim. So Chelsea Green and Mia Yim, they throw insults at each other. And then Nick Aldis says that it's going to be Chelsea Green versus Mi Chen tonight. Who cares? Moving on. Kevin Owens defeats Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in a triple threat match. During the match, Kevin Owens powerbombs Grayson Waller through a regular table, It got a pop from the crowd. Kevin Owens wins via the stunner on Austin Theory. Post-match, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they beat the shit out of Kevin Owens. Who cares about this? Waste of time. I don't care about this, any of it. Moving on, LA Knight comes out. He talks about how he's had the U.S. title for 30 days. Or a little over 30 days. He talks about him having to cross the border from D.C. to Berlin to Edmonton. He knows that everybody's gunning for the title. So Carmelo Hayes comes out, and he gets on the mic. He begins to brag about his 2 match wins over Andrade. He says that he's been stealing the show while LA Knight has been running his mouth. He says instead of LA Knight running his mouth, he should have seen the scoreboard because he has 2 wins over Andrade. And that means he's next in line for the title. No, it doesn't. Carmelo has lost about 95 to 98% of his matches. He's only won like 2. That's it. He's been in Jobberville for a while now. A long while. So Andrade comes out. He basically cuts the same. Well, no, he didn't cut the same promo as on Carmelo. So Andrade comes out. He says, "Ese." He remembers. Everyone remembers. He beat Carmelo Hayes twice in the ring, and he asked Carmelo Hayes if he thinks he deserves an opportunity for the U.S. title. Andrade says that he deserves it. LA Knight says he's a busy man. If they want to talk about it, who beat who twice, they can fight to get to know who's going to get dropped on their head by him next. They can do that. Andrade says the U.S. title was his. Andrade tells LA Knight that he'll be the next U.S. champion in Spanish. LA Knight tells him he doesn't understand a word that he said, and he should watch his tone. Andrade puts his fingers on LA Knight, and then Carmelo Hayes pushes him, and then both Andrade and Carmelo Hayes eat 2 BFTs, the courtesy of LA Knight. So this is setting up for a triple threat match. Okay, yawn. Moving on, Chelsea Green defeats Michin with the help of a distraction from Piper Niven. Okay, that's fine. Main event of the evening, the Bloodline versus the Street Profits in DIY. The Bloodline get the win, and that was Smackdown. I just didn't care. Jacob Fatu destroyed everybody, basically. Samoan Badass. Solo Sikoa got the win via 2 Samoan spikes on Montez Ford. That was overkill, in my opinion. It's called a finisher for a reason. Use it once. SmackDown continues to be boring, just like Monday Night Raw. 2 sides of the same coin. Triple H has got to do better. He's got to start booking life into these shows. These shows are fucking lifeless week in, week out. SmackDown was not good this week. It just was not good. Hopefully, Triple H can get his head out of his ass and book a decent show next week. But we'll have to wait and see. But what did you guys think of SmackDown? Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.